Those were pretty dangerous times, and our country was in a very dangerous situation. I heard of a program called the Civilian Pilot Training Program, and I applied for it and was accepted, and eventually ended up with the 17th Bomb Group, which was stationed at Pendleton, Oregon. I was crewed up with an older pilot. He let me do all the planning and everything, and he upgraded me to first pilot. The idea of the raid came about. The way I heard about it was that there was a squadron bulletin board. They had put a note up on the board about they wanted volunteers for a dangerous mission. And I had put my name there. Colonel Doolittle was a very good example of how an aircraft commander should act. He was a crew member, but he also was a team man. That was one of the things that I observed and used later on when I had a crew. I think that's what made the whole group, because they were observing the same thing. And he didn't fire us, so I guess it was okay. Colonel Doolittle wasn't a chit-chat man in the airplane. There were no conversations other than something that had to be done, like we were over China in the bad weather at 9,000 feet. And he got on the interphone and said we were going to have to bail out. You're standing in the airplane, already ejected the escape panel. My chute drifted over a pine tree, and I did worry about what was going to happen when I would hit the ground. But fortunately, I didn't have to do that. I pulled the ripcord so hard, and looking down, I gave myself a black eye. The Chinese were very helpful. They were able to keep us moving ahead of the Japanese. The fact that we did the raid and it caused the Japanese to change their tactics, which in this case was a mistake, because thinking that we came from Alaska, they sent 2 carriers to Alaska. That evened up the score at Midway. With 4 carriers against 4 carriers. And the Navy succeeded in defeating them. I think that's just part of the big picture. Hate to lose a good friend, but I guess on the other side of it, you're kind of glad that you didn't have to go that route. So the fact that you're able to pay your respect to them and remember them, I guess that's the name of the game.